What's going on, traders? Another one from the Dark Side team here. And if you're following our Telegram, there's a good chance you saw us mentioning this last week where we were getting a lot of people contacting us saying that they were passing their challenges and if there was any advice or tips we can give them. So we tried to put this together for you real quick. And basically what it is it's just the way we look at prop firms, And, we like to look at things with a lot of simplicity, a lot of logic behind it. We like to kind of see what's really going on. So, for the sake of this example, we're going to talk about a $100,000 account from a prop trading firm, maybe like FTMO or the other guys. Now, I have used FTMO before. A lot of the guys in our community use them. They use other challenges as well. And I think there's a lot of good to them, but the thing is you've got to know what you're getting yourself into, just like anything else. So one of the main things I like to make people realize first is that let's say we're trading a $100,000 account, okay? And your max drawdown is $10,000. What you need to realize is you are not trading a $100,000 account. You're trading a $10,000 account. Okay, so you shouldn't approach it like a $100,000 account because you don't have $100,000 to lose. You've got $10,000 to lose. So therefore, you should be focusing on a $10,000 account and forget about the other 90 grand. Because if you were to lose 10K, you're out anyway. So think about that. That means that you only have a $10,000 account to play with, and you need 10,000 to pass. So essentially, they're asking you for a 100% return in 30 days. Okay, really think about that because that's the absolute truth and there's no lie in that. They're asking you for a 100% return in 30 days. Max drawdown is $10,000. The amount you need to pass is $10,000. That means a 100% return in 30 days to pass. Okay, now that's not impossible. People do it every day. I've done it. My guys have done it. That's perfectly fine. But the thing to focus on is to not get too down on yourself if you can't do that. If it's too challenging or if it seems impossible, because it's really not that easy and also not that realistic to consistently make a 100% return in 30 days. Now, once you pass, that's great because I think they take away the minimum profit that you need to get the split, which is great because I think a lot of people were realizing what was taking place with that, and it was just kind of hard to maintain any type of consistency, which is another one of their edges in the market too. I mean, they're a company to make money, so you got to understand it's got to make sense for them and to us, so they kind of find that happy medium. But again, guys, realize $10,000 to pass, $10,000 to lose, that's a $10,000 account. If you have 30 days to do it, you need a 100% return in 30 days. So a couple things you can do to try to help you with that is to, first of all, erase the small account mindset. The whole reason that you're even thinking about trading an FTMO account or any of the other big guys is because you were tired of trading a small account. Why are you tired of trading a small account? Because you can't risk 0.25 or 0.5% or 1%. You can't do that on a $1,000 account because nobody wants to make $100. It's nothing. When you make a 10% return on $100, you're making $10. It's nothing. It's not interesting. It's not intriguing. It's not what all the gurus promised. It's not going to buy you the Lambo. So what you've got to do is you've got to erase that small account mindset. Okay, and the way you do that is by understanding you're looking at a $100,000 account. So if you can just make 1% a day, okay? Remember, 5% a week would be 1% a day. So if you can do 5% a week for 4 weeks, which is not hard at all, okay? You can really do that. If you look at 1 to 2s or 1 to 3s and make a couple of them, you'll clear 5% a week, no problem. But think about that. That would give you 20% return in 1 month. It would be 5% 1 week, 5% the next week, and then obviously the next 2 following weeks you aim for 5%. That's it, 5%. That's 20% in 1 month. 20% on a $100,000 account is $20,000. Okay, I'm not sure about when's the last time you made $20,000 trading Forex, but I can tell you like this, it's a great feeling. And it's very, very, very much doable. You can do this. The thing is you got to stop worrying. Don't look at the 10% a day. Focus on 5% a week. Again, it's mindset, guys. Everybody's now doing 2 pip stop losses, and they're saying, oh, I'm making a 1 to 10, a 1 to 20 risk-reward ratio. All that is not necessary. The whole point of trading a large account is to be able to use less risk and make more money. So don't be your own worst enemy and trade 1%. Don't risk 1% on a 100K account. Don't risk 2%, 3%. The big guys, hedge funds don't do that with $100 million accounts. So why are you doing that with your 100,000? That should be your 100 million to you. Risk 0.25%, risk 0.5%, and watch your stress level go down. Watch, because remember, when you risk 0.25%, you could lose 4 trades in a row, and the first trade you win back would give you a 1% return. So that would wipe away your 4 previous losses. You understand? It's all about the R to R. Forget about the numbers, and give yourself another favor and use bigger stop losses. 2 pip stops, 3 pip stops, 5, 10 pip stops. You're being your worst enemy, and you're taking yourself out of the market for no reason. And that's why all these prop firms keep popping up, because they love it. They understand that everybody's just hurting themselves at this point. Everybody wants to be a sniper. Everybody wants 5 pip stops. And what does that do? You know what's happening, guys. It's tapping you out and then going in your intended direction. And why are you using a 5 pip stop? Because you're trying to get a 1 to 10 or a 1 to 20. If you just double up that stop loss to 10 pips, to 15 pips, and focus on making 1 to 3s, 1 to 4s, which is very easy. And I mean, a lot of times when you're correct, it's going to go for a lot more than that. But imagine, if you're doing 1 to 4 and you do it twice a week, that's 8%. That if you do that 4 weeks in a row, that's 32%, $32,000 on a $100,000 account. You see what I'm saying, guys? So I mean, I think it's just a lot more harm than good that we're doing to ourselves with these challenges, because we're not realizing that we only have $10,000 and not $100,000. So I hope you guys can really take away what I'm trying to say here. And I think if you take a step back and just kind of think about what I'm telling you, it'll make sense to you too. Forget about the $100,000 account. It's not real. You're trading $10,000. Start treating the account like $10,000. Okay? Start risking less, because you don't need to make 30%. You don't need to make 50%. You don't need a 1 to 20. It's hard to do, and it's not, more importantly, it's unnecessary, because you don't need to make $50,000, $100,000 a month on an FTMO account. Make yourself $20K a month, okay? Doing 5% a week. And then let me know how you feel. Let me know how it feels to make 20K from FTMO, and see if that doesn't help you out. So don't let this stuff get you, guys. The 30 days. What is 30? There's a method to their madness in every piece of it. Why is it 30 days? Because what does that do? That increases FOMO in you. That makes you want to take a trade. That makes you feel obligated to take a trade. Makes you feel like you're missing out or your time is running out. And what do we all know in trading? Patience is your absolute best friend. So what do they do to take that away? They put a timestamp on it. They give you 30 days. You see, and that just plays on your mind. That makes you jump into trades. That makes you risk more because you think you're running out of time. So, these things are all designed, guys, to take us out, unfortunately. I mean, if you think that you're trading $100,000 of their money once you're funded, I'm sorry, but that's naive, and that's silly. That's almost stupid, because nobody is giving you $100,000. If you look in FTMO's fine print or any of the other big capital firms, they'll tell you the truth, and it's that it's a simulated trading challenge. It's literally a game. What they are betting on is the fact that you can't do it. And if you do it, they're going to give you the money from everybody else that's paid and failed. Here in the States, it's no different than a carnival. When you go and, if you shoot the ball in the basket, you win a prize. But they're betting on you missing, okay? They're betting on you missing that shot every time. And so many people will miss that shot. But when somebody makes it, they give them the prize. They give them the teddy bear, whatever the case may be. But it's the same thing with this, guys. So do yourself a favor and make it work to your advantage, and stop beating yourself up. And I think this is going to really help you guys pass these challenges. Again, there's nothing wrong with them. I think they're a great way for anybody who doesn't have access to large capital to make a big return. It's wonderful. Just stop using the small account mindset. Start using smaller risk and bigger stops, and focus on less money per day. You don't need 10% a day. Focus on 5% a week. 5% a week, again, is 1% a day. 20% return in a month is $20,000. So again, guys, I hope you get some value from this. Make sure you're following our Telegram. We're always posting different things like this. The reason we're giving out content is because how many times do you want me to show you how to work the charts and stuff? I mean, look, a lot of people don't talk about these things, and these are actually what's important in the market. Everybody can learn to trade, but it's about learning to manage positions, learning how to actually make money, compound money on small accounts. It's a lot deeper than smart money or imbalances or liquidity. It's so much deeper than that, guys. And I just think a lot of people aren't talking about it because they're not really living it. And that's what we're doing here on the dark side. We trade these markets. We use these challenges. We take advantage of everything we can. So continue to follow us, continue to support us, and we'll try to put out some more content. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.